What's going on, viewers from the internet? I'm VarietyGamer95 here, back for some more Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. Okay, so last time we reached the end of the Palace of Shadow and triumphed over the Shadow Queen. We put an end to her evil schemes for good. This time, this game actually has a playable epilogue, and there are a couple of things that have changed. So let's go ahead and restart File 1, and let's see what those changes are, huh? It says like Mario's heading back to Rogueport, huh? You're a strange one, sir. You must have something special to convince you to return. Although, if I had a Goomba that cute waiting for me at the dock, I might return too. Well, whatever you're doing, be careful. Goodbye, sir. Long time no see, Mario. I'm totally glad I got to see you again. This is awesome. Everyone's ready. We heard you were coming, so we've been waiting here for you. So, are you ready to go? Wherever you want to go, we are so there with you. Alright, so, all of Mario's party members have gotten together again, and now we can do whatever we want. Let's see here. The sky sure got dark and hurry, didn't it? Huh. Probably nothing. Yeah, you say that. Hey, the sun came back, pal. Was it you? Did you save us? I'm happy. I'm so happy. I want to embrace life again. I want to believe again. I love you, man. Weirdo. That dark sky cleared, the raging seas calmed down. I can't fight it any longer. I'm going out to sea. You saved the world, Mario. My brother could learn a thing or two about hard work for you, that's for sure. Those are just some examples of a lot of changed dialogue. Hey, this is the character that I was talking about, Lumpy. That's Lumpy over at Tui. His dreams to strike a rich for finding oil. Gotta admire the dedication. Guys like this make me want to chase my dreams harder. Still, when I talk to him, it seems more like he's just up for whatever, you know? Ah, Mario, it's me, Lumpy. Don't you remember? I went to Georgia Desert to drill for oil. Ring a bell? I didn't! I totally struck oil! There were times that I was covered in dust, weak, and ready to give up. But I never lost sight of that dream. And one day, I finally seized it. Just don't let your dream die, Mario. I know you'll make it someday, just like I did. It just so happens that I never thought to return here to speak to Lumpy. Sorry about that, you guys. I just never thought about it. So to reiterate, if you talk to him earlier in the game, he will actually ask you to help invest in his dream. And depending on how you can invest up to 300 coins, 100 at a time, and he will strike it rich after you beat the game. This is guaranteed. It's not a scam. It's not a trick. It may sound like it, but it's the real deal, as you guys just saw. Give him 100 coins, he'll give you 300 back. Give it 200 coins, he would give you 600 back, 500 the Japanese version, and give him 300 coins, he will max out your coin capacity, 999. Right now I have 616, but there's a couple of things that I want to do. Well, first off, let's see, I want to go to Charlieton here. See, okay. I actually want to get the W emblem badge, which is going to require me to leave Rogueport and come back so that his stock refreshes. But our health is actually not restored, so let's go ahead and stay at the inn and recover our health. Everyone's health. So, actually, I read a TV trope, so if you stay in the inn 200 times, you get a special cutscene and a large coin bonus, so I guess a refund. Hey, it's Toadsworth and Luigi. Oh, Master Mario! If anything happens to me, promise to watch after the princess. Interesting. That's your brother, Luby. Wait, no! I mean, Lufa. No, I mean Luigi! If you wonder what Luigi's up to, I'm sure he'd tell you. All I gotta do is ask. In fact, it kind of looks like he's dying to tell you stuff, so you gotta rap with him. I can go over Luigi later. For now, I want to see if I can get the W emblem, which is going to require a bit of work. Give me a second and I'll be right back. Well, third time has been the charm before. Can it be the third time? Please? Maybe? No, of course not. Well, since I'm here, this is the only place to get the Attack Effects G badge. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase this badge. No. I'm going to go and purchase this badge and show you guys what Attack Effects G is. It's a giggle. That's interesting. So, on top of Attack Effects G, since I'm also in the area, the lovely House of Badges is the only place where we can get the Attack Effects P badge. And hey, wouldn't you know, it's part of the special deals. So I can get it for cheap. I found out that the special deals are 30% off the regular price. So what's Attack Effects P? Hey! It's Bowser's Roar. So of note, if you equip multiple Attack Effects badges at once, they'll play one at a time. See? Alright, now that I finally showed those off, I'll be right back. Do you have it now, sir? Thank you! Yes, it's here! I actually just started buying them out just to get this damn thing to appear. Good thing I didn't have to get too far. Let's finally purchase the W emblem. Okay, 360 coins. So, the W emblem changes Mario's clothes and Wario's clothes. See? Now Mario's dressed as Wario. This is a purely cosmetic change. It does not affect anything gameplay-wise. You know, he's still Mario. He's still the hero. So let's equip that and put on the L emblem. Changes Mario's clothes to Luigi's clothes. Now Mario is Luigi. Again, it's purely cosmetic. Doesn't affect anything gameplay-wise. So you're probably wondering, what happens if we equip both the W emblem and the L emblem? Well, Mario actually gains a Waluigi costume. Now, this is such a cool Easter egg. Like, this is something that I read on cheatcodes.com way back in the day. You know, and I wonder if anybody else actually thought to try this before that was put up. Putting on both the W emblem and the L emblem. Again, this is purely cosmetic. It does not change anything gameplay-wise. But this is such a neat Easter egg that Mario has 3 palette swaps. But I honestly don't have a need for these badges. Because they don't do anything special, they require 0 BP. It's cosmetic. You know, why would a cosmetic effect require BP? That's what I think anyway. So I want to go ahead and sell off all these badges. I'm going to sell off the Attack Effects badges and the emblems as well. I'm selling. So I'm going to sell Attack Effects G. There are a couple of other badges I have that I want to sell too. Such as All or Nothing and POD Down Partner. All or Nothing shows up so late in this game compared to the first one. Like, you really can't put it to use. I'm going to go ahead and sell this off. Because I'm not going to need it. Why would I use it? Let's go ahead and sell off POD Down Partner. And I'm going to sell the emblems as well. So the 150 coins, it shows you that this guy sell them off for 300. Let's sell off the L emblem. I actually have more coins right now than I did starting out, even despite all the selling off that I did. Sleepy Stomp, Spike Shield. I'm going to go ahead and keep some of these badges. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and keep these. I actually had to sell off a gold bar that I had in storage. Now, the next thing that I want to show off Let's see here. Well, how about I go ahead and take out Bobbery? Which one do I want to do first? How about I do Luigi? Let's show off Luigi's stories. Hope you guys like my Luigi voice, because I'm going to be doing it for quite a while. Hey, Luigi, what do you got to say to me? I've been catching a breather here, you know, reflecting back on all my adventures. It's been a long road, bro. Want to hear what happened? It's a pretty long story. Yes. Hey, sounds good to me. Which part of my story do you want to hear, bro? Waffle Kingdom Letter, Rumble Bump Volcano, Plumpberry Village, Circuit Break Island, Jazzafrest Town, Rapturous Ruins, Haysong Tower, and the Super Luigi book. 8 stories. Let's listen. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here it goes. My big brother, that's you, bro, got a letter from Princess Peach and took off. Left behind as usual, I was cooking a snack at home when another letter arrived. We don't get so much mail, so I was thinking, huh? This is what the letter said. Sirs, my name is Crepe. I am a cabinet minister in the far-off Waffle Kingdom. Our land has been attacked by the Chestnut King, who took our Princess Eclair. I ask, nay, beg for your assistance. The Waffle Kingdom needs your skills. I humbly request your prompt response, sirs. Sincerely, Crepe. Well, I don't remember it exactly, but I think it was something like that. With Mario, that's you, bro, gone, it fell to me to answer this plea. Hesitating only a teensy bit, I headed to the Waffle Kingdom to investigate. Oh no! First I wrote a note to myself about what I was cooking. Then I left. Once I reached the Waffle Kingdom, I met Mr. Crepe, who filled me in. The Chestnut King had kidnapped Princess Eclair and vanished. Apparently, though, some oracle said a marvelous compass could locate her. This marvelous compass had been broken into 7 parts by an ancient curse. And those parts have been scattered across the land. Can you believe it, bro? Each part of the marvelous compass was meant to point to the next. And since one of the parts is embedded in the tiara worn by the princess, I surmised that once I collected all the parts, I'd find her. Smart, huh? The minister gave me the compass base spoken of in Waffler Fables. When it activated, the entire thing lit right up, indicating the deep south. It was pointing me toward Rumble Bump Volcano, the pudding continent. So yeah, here I am. I'm sailing out of the road port for Rumble Bump Volcano. It's probably going to be pretty dangerous, but I gotta rescue that princess. Rumble Bump Volcano. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. As soon as my ship docked to the pudding continent, I set off for the volcano. To reach my destination, I spent several days fording through dense jungle. Scary beasts are all over. More than once I thought it was done for, bro. I may have screamed a bit, to scare them off, you know, but as fate would have it, a blooper named Bluey heard me shrieking and found me in this one town. Bluey was on a journey of his own, but he joined me after hearing my tale. Now, Bluey is a madman. Back in his hometown, they called him White Torpedo. Yeah, he's a tough guy. Anyway, he helped me fight to Rumble Bump Volcano. This place is all about building lava pools and heat that make the sun sweat. And the place was lousy with evil traps designed to protect the compass piece. The scariest one of all was this gigantic 100-foot tall statue that stomped around. Now, the weakness of this giant statue, bro, was a red gem in his forehead. Now, I could jump high, but not high enough to reach this thing by a long shot. So I came up with this plan for Bluey to hit that weak spot. All you, man, I said. I waited for a pause in the statue's movements and hooked Bluey up there. And bullseye, the white torpedo saved the day. That jewel got whacked. It was a critical hit, and that stone statue toppled and crumbled into pieces. Once that was done, it was the easiest to roll to the room where the treasure was. Unfortunately, Princess Eclair was nowhere to be found. But I got another piece of the marvelous compass and put it in the base. Now the compass pointed west to Plumpberry Village on the Strudel continent. Plumpbelly Village. So I set sails once again and came back here to Rockport to recharge. That's what happened to me lately, but I'll be heading back out soon. Plumpbelly Village. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. Once we made landfall on the Strudel continent, we made for Plumpbelly Village. Once we got there, though, we immediately noticed that something was wrong. We learned from the mayor that the town was ruled by a giant snake named Hisa. He said his own daughter was going to be offered up as a sacrifice to this beast, too. So, of course, being heroic, I offered myself to go up in her stead. Brave, huh? Now, the custom was for sacrifice to be dressed as brides, so I got all dolled up. I was one hot sacrifice, bro. I looked so good, I fought our foes and got into Hisa's lair. It was kind of rough fighting in that gown, but I managed. Chiffin really chafes, bro. Chafes, not chafes. I finally found Hisa, and the snake had a second head in its tail. Talk about scary. I fainted real quick, but when I came to, it managed to distract both heads. It reared up, fangs bared to attack, and at that moment I deftly lunged left. His gaping mouth smashed into one another, and he vanished in a cloud of smoke. A shiny plate fell down the spot where Hisa's body had been coiled. Yes, another compass piece. I set it and it pointed east, to Circuit Break Island. Just as I was about to leap down, the mayor asked me to stay and marry his daughter. I thought about it. She was sorta cute, but we ended up sneaking off the next morning. I mean, I stopped to say Princess Eclair for the Chestnut King. And, when the marvelous compass activated this time, I heard somebody's voice. It was so beautiful, bro. I'm certain it was Princess Eclair's voice. My heart began to race. That's when I realized it. Princess Eclair. Oh, I kinda zoned out there. So yeah, we set sail again after ditching town. And somehow we managed to get back here to Rogueport. And here I am! Circuit Break Island. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. Just as our boat arrived at Circuit Break Island, we heard this incredible racket. We soon found out that they hold kart races almost every day on the island. Whoever takes first place in the race gets to rule the island as king for that day. Just as we got to the racetrack, they were holding the awards ceremony. I couldn't believe my eyes. Right there, the trophy they give to the winner. It was another piece of the marvelous compass. I almost passed dead away. I decided right then and there that the only thing to do was enter the next race. I mean, I've driven in kart races before, so I thought it'd be okay. Boy, was I wrong. The karts with supercharged machines that could send you airborne with their exhaust. These vehicles are armed with missiles and bazookas. It was anything goes, bro. Of course, I wanted to get right out of there pronto. These drivers were crazed. But I worked up my courage and signed up anyway, and my race day finally came. I got one of the best karts, the big green 01. I took my position at the start line. The light went green, I stomped the accelerator, and something bad happened. I was in reverse. The big green 01 went rocketing backwards with me yelling. I crashed to the wall behind me hard enough to cut me off mid-scream. In one fell swoop, I dropped to the last place and wrecked my racing machine. But it wasn't all bad news. All the other cars crashed because of my maneuver. Once I got in gear and took off, I was the only car left. I won by a country mile, bro. I took the piece off my trophy and added it to the marvelous compass. The compass came to life and pointed me toward Jazzafraz town in the east. Then I heard that voice. Princess Eclair's voice echoed in my ears again. Oh, my princess! Grand words would form poetry spoken by your voice. I will most definitely save you. Just wait for me. Princess Eclair! Oh, sorry about that, bro. So after that, I got back on my boat and came back here to Rogueport, and that's what's been up with me. Jazzafraz Town. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here goes. As soon as we hit Jazzafraz Town, we were overcome by the glitz and the glamour. It's a very lively place, bro. Tons of daisies live there, and they're always smiling. While looking for the piece of the compass, I met a hip daisy named Hazy. Hazy was a producer, and he was looking for actors to go on stage with him. I told him we couldn't since we were looking for the compass part, you know? But Hazy said we could win the compass part in the upcoming Drama Slam. He said the so-called Drama Llama plaque might, in fact, be one of the parts. Well, we just had to give it a try, so we rehearsed with the cast and hit the stage. Our musical was called The Mystery of the Fiery Hat of Social Awareness. The script was great, but I got rid of the host, bro. My part, was grass. I played grass by the side of the road. Grass, bro! Grass! I just sprawled out on the ground and had to be silent. Everyone but me had lines. I don't care if I was wearing red and green. Who cares someone based on that? It was awful! In the end, our musical was the talk of the town, and we won the Drama Slam. I got the compass part I was after, but even that didn't make me very happy. The huge actor party just bummed me out more, so I stuck out the back door. But wow! Outside were tons of fans. My fans! Fans of grass. They swarmed me. I just couldn't believe it. Imagine, cheering for grass. I was ecstatic, bro. After that, I added the piece to the marvelous compass, which pointed north. It was pointed to the rapturous ruins in Grimble Forest. Then, the voice again. Oh, my cherished Princess Eclair, how you soothe me. I will be grass for you. I will find you. I will reach you. I will stand by your side and be your Luigi. Wow, sorry about that, bro. So yeah, anyway, then I got back on my boat. I came back to Rogueport. Here I am, another leg of my adventure completed. Rapturous Ruins. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, but here it goes. After journeying deep into the grim forest, I found the domed, rapturous ruins. Inside, everything was pure white. You couldn't tell where the floor became walls. Proceeding dead ahead, I found myself in a chamber where a young boy sat. As I approached the boy, someone named Screamy appeared out of nowhere. Screamy said the boy's name was Cranberry, and that he'd wait for a child of fate. That didn't make any sense to me, so I started searching quietly for the compass piece. But then it happened, bro. I got a tiny tickle in my nose, and I let out a huge sneeze. Well, Cranberry must have heard it because he opened his eyes right up. He looked at me and smiled, and all of a sudden I could understand his language. Can you believe it? I learned that the boy was the last of an ancient race, the Luffs. He had been there guarding the marvelous compass piece for the last 1,000 years. He told me that the compass is an item with the power to see into the future. The ancient Luff Empire used the power of the compass to rule much of the world. Because of their greed, they were cursed by the compass and their empire collapsed. To prevent the repeat of their fate, Cranberry broke the compass into 7 parts. He hid 6 and kept 1, putting us all to sleep until the worthy hero awoke him. I was that hero, bro, and he gave it to me, and then he and the ruins vanished. When I added that piece to the compass, it pointed to the far north, where dreaded Hatesong Tower stands. This time, I heard Princess Color's voice more clearly than ever before. I will rescue the princess. I will be super, and then I'll. Well, I'll figure the rest out later. Anyway, I headed back to Rogueport after that. I'm making my final preparations for my final battle now. I'm a little nervous, bro, but that's what I've been up to anyway. Hatesong Tower. Well, like I said, it's a really long story, and this part is just crazy, but here it goes. Hatesong Tower stands atop a jagged, unclimbable cliff beyond the northernmost sea. The winds whistle down the cliff, howling like banshees, singing songs of hate. People say it's pretty much the scariest place in the world, and I had to go there. Blocking out the bone-chilling howls, I somehow managed to reach the tower's door. I was terrified, but thoughts of Princess Eclair warmed my heart and gave me power. All of my companions felt the same way. They were with me to the bitter end. The door to the tower swung slowly open to reveal an inconceivable darkness. I tried to call Princess Eclair's name, but I couldn't even breathe because, as I strained my eyes in the darkness, I saw the most terrifying beast of all. The Chestnut King himself appeared before me, and he was monstrous and drooling. Puddles of toxic goo dripped from his mouth, melted the very ground at our feet. I couldn't stop shaking, but I gritted my teeth and faced the evil beast dead on. I dodged the king's fangs, jumped to his chest, and gave him a hammer whack. My swing split the air and crashed dead center onto the Chestnut King's skull. Hope powdered me up, bro. I was going toe-to-toe with the king, and I was loving it. This is it, I thought. I can win this. I'll risk it all, my next blow. I gripped my hammer tightly, waiting for my moment. The tension stung me. Shwack! The ocean winds raged against the tower windows. With that sound as my call to battle, I advanced with no mercy in my heart. And then... I beat him. I defeated the Chestnut King. An even worse beast came next, a nightmare thing, but I beat it too. I rescued Princess Eclair. It was all over. And then I came back to Rogueport and had a light lunch. And that's about it. Huh? You think there's more to the story than that? Not at all. That's it. That's the whole story of the quest for Princess Eclair. The end. But my adventures won't end here, bro. They'll never end. How about the Super Luigi book, sir? Actually, you know what? This guy actually novelized my quest. He's been interviewing me. He was actually interviewing me here at the end during breaks for my adventure. I didn't think anyone would be interested in reading a book about Luigi. But Super Luigi came out recently. Check this out, bro. Here at Rogueport. It set the new record for consecutive weeks at #1, the bestseller list. Oh ho 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 ho! Hooray for Luigi, bro! I started reading it the other day, but it's an encyclopedic account in multiple volumes. Excruciating detail, bro. It's like a history book. It seemed like one anyway. They've got it in the shop here at Rogueport. How about you snag a copy, bro? If you want to hear what I've been up to, just come find me, okay? I'll be around. So, for some reason, Bobbery is the only party member in Mario's to not fall asleep. He just stands totally still. Yet, we've seen that he actually has an asleep sprite. you guys have seen it a few times by my poking around the menus here, because Mario will still fall asleep. Mario will still fall asleep when you're poking around in your menus like this, and I don't know why. I'm rearranging my badges here because of the Pit of 100 Trials. I'm not going to cover the Pit of 100 Trials in this video. But it will be coming up pretty soon. I'm trying to decide what it is that I want. I want to equip Defend Plus. I want to see if I can equip Power Plus as well, but that's going to require 6 BP. And it's like, do I want to give it Flower Saver? Chill Out. Well, I want Chill Out equipped for sure. God, I don't want to forget that again. Piercing Blow, Soft Stomp, okay. I'm not sure if Appealing would matter at the beginning. I'll think it over, alright? And there we go. See? That's what I was talking about. Bobbery does have an asleep sprite. So I don't understand why it just stays perfectly still during Luigi's stories. I've seen Mario Wiki acknowledge that Bobbery doesn't fall asleep, but it does acknowledge that he just stands still. Anyway, so now I actually want to show off all of the Zest tea recipes. So give me a second, I'll be right back. Alright, so this is my complete file on a different memory card, and I decided to just show off all of the recipes through here, just because I really didn't feel like it was worth my time to actually go out of my way to get all of the ingredients for all these recipes. Additionally, 2 of these recipes, if not 3 or more, require me to solve the businessman's trouble, and that's going to be a while. So here we have the shroom fry here. Let's see, tasty dish made by Zest Tea, replenishes 6 HP and 2 FP. Made by cooking a mushroom or a super shroom. The shroom roast, a dish made by Taste Tea, replenishes 50 HP and 5 FP. Made by cooking a live shroom or a slow shroom. The shroom steak, a tasty dish made by Zest Tea, replenishes 30 HP and 10 FP. Made by cooking an ultra shroom. Honey shroom, a dessert made by Zest Tea, replenishes 5 HP and 5 FP. Made by mixing a mushroom with honey syrup. A maple shroom, a dessert made by Zest Tea, replenishes 5 HP and 10 FP. Made by mixing a mushroom with maple syrup. Jelly shroom, a dessert made by Zest Tea, replenishes 5 HP and 50 FP. Made by mixing a mushroom with jam and jelly. The honey super, of course, is a super shroom and a honey syrup. The maple super is a super shroom and a maple syrup. The jelly super is a super shroom and a jam and jelly. Then we have the honey ultra, 50 HP and 5 FP, made by mixing an ultra shroom with honey syrup. A maple ultra, mixing an ultra shroom with maple syrup, and jelly ultra, made by mixing ultra shroom with jam and jelly. So you might be wondering, like, why have some odd restoration items like this? Well, as you saw in the fight with the Shadow Queen, you may want to restore only a small amount of one stat and a large amount of another. Maybe not to this degree, but you never know. It's a niche and unlikely scenario, but it could pop up. So you have the Zest Dinner, a tasty meal made by Zest Tea, replenishes 10 HP and 10 FP. Made by mixing a mushroom with a horsetail. The Zest Special, a tasty meal made by Zest Tea, replenishes 20 HP and 20 FP. Made by mixing an ultra shroom with a slow shroom. The Zest Deluxe, a tasty meal made by Zest Tea, replenishes 40 HP and 40 FP. Made by mixing a golden leaf with a whack-a-bump. Spaghetti, spaghetti made by Zest Tea, replenishes 6 HP and 4 FP. Made by cooking fresh pasta. The Kupasta, a dinner made by Zest Tea, replenishes 7 HP and 7 FP. Made by mixing fresh pasta with turtley leaf. Spicy pasta made by Zest Tea, replenishes 10 HP and 10 FP. Made by mixing fresh pasta and hot sauce. The businessman's trouble is required in order to purchase the hot sauce. You can buy as many as you want after getting it. The hot sauce is an item that temporarily raises your attack. Why would you use that and waste a valuable item slot when you could just equip the charge badge? Ink pasta. Spaghetti made by Zesty. Pushes 10 HP at 30 FP. Made by mixing and cooking fresh pasta and inky sauce. Spicy soup. Yummy soup made by Zesty. Pushes 4 HP and 4 FP. Made by cooking a fire flour. Fried egg. Food made by Zesty. Pushes 10 HP. Made by cooking a mystic egg. The omelette meal. Food made by Zesty. Pushes 5 HP and 5 FP. Made by mixing a mystic egg with a horsetail. Koopa bun. A dumpling made by Zesty. Pushes 15 FP. Made by mixing a turtle leaf with keel mango. Healthy salad. A Zesty salad. Pushes 15 FP and cures poisoning. Made by mixing a turtle leaf with a horsetail. Meteor meal. Food that refills 7 HP and gradually recovers even more. Made by mixing a shooting star with a shroom fry. Yeah, a battle item and a food item. That's weird, huh? Couple's cake. Food that slowly fills HP. You can't eat it alone. Made by mixing a snow bunny with spicy soup. Basically, you have to eat it in battle with both Mario and his partner. It's a souped-up version of the slow shroom. Moose cake. A cake made by Zesty. Pushes 15 FP. Made by cooking cake mix. Shroom cake. A cake made by Zesty. Pushes 10 HP at 10 FP. Made by mixing a mushroom with cake mix. Choco cake. A cake made by Zesty. Pushes 5 HP and 15 FP. Made by mixing cake mix with inky sauce. Heartful cake. A Zesty cake. Pushes 20 FP but also softens you. Made by mixing cake mix and rumen powder. Fruit parfait. A dessert made by Zesty. Pushes 10 HP and 2 FP. Made by mixing a keel mango with a peachy peach. Mango delight. A dessert made by Zesty. Pushes 10 HP and 3 FP. Made by mixing a keel mango with cake mix. Love pudding. A Zesty cake. Makes you invisible, electrified, or sleepy. Made by mixing a missing egg with a mango delight. Zest cookie. A cookie made by Zesty. Pushes 50 HP and 15 FP. Made by mixing cake mix and gradual syrup. Shroom crepe. A treat made by Zesty. Pushes 30 HP and 20 FP. Made by mixing ultra shroom with cake mix. Peach tart. A Zesty dessert. Makes you electrified, dodgy, or sleepy. Made by mixing cake mix with peachy peach. Koopa tea. Tea brewed by Zesty. Pushes 7 FP. Made by steeping a turtley leaf. Zest tea. Tea brewed by Zesty. Pushes 20 FP. Made by steeping a golden leaf. Shroom broth. Broth brewed by Zesty. Gradually replenishes HP. Made by mixing a slow shroom with a golden leaf. Fresh juice. Juice made by Zesty. Refills 5 FP and cures poison. Made by steeping honey syrup. Inky sauce. Nasty juice made by Zesty. Pushes 30 FP. Made by mixing hot sauce with a turtley leaf. Icicle pop. A dessert made by Zesty. Pushes 10 HP. That is actually a translation error. It actually stores 15 FP. Made by mixing honey syrup with an ice storm. Zest frap. A dessert made by Zesty. Pushes 20 HP. Made by mixing maple syrup with an ice storm. Snow bunny. A Zesty dessert that refills 15 HP but freezes you. Made by mixing a golden leaf with an ice storm. Cocoa candy. Candy made by Zesty. Pushes 3 HP and 15 FP. Made by mixing a coconut with cake mix. Honey candy. Candy made by Zesty. Pushes 20 FP. Made by mixing honey syrup with cake mix. Jelly candy. Candy made by Zesty. Pushes 64 FP. Made by mixing jam and jelly with cake mix. Electropop. Candy made by Zesty. Pushes 15 FP. Oops. Made by mixing cake mix with the vulture. Fire pop. Candy made by Zesty. Pushes 20 FP. Made by mixing cake mix with the fire flower. Space food. Space food made by Zesty. Pushes 5 HP. Made by mixing a dry bouquet with various foods. Poison shroom. A snack made by Zesty. Eat it and it'll poison you. There's a small chance it'll actually fully recover your health though. Made by mixing a slow shroom with inky sauce. Trial stew. Amazing food made by Zesty. Yields incredible results. More specifically, the trial stew reduces Mario and his partner's HP to 1, your FP to 0, but it fully refills your star power. Made by mixing couple's cake with a poison shroom. Courage meal. Hard food made by Zesty. Third to attack an enemy. Made by mixing a courage shell with a Zest dinner. Coconut bomb. An explosive made by Zesty. Third to attack an enemy. made by mixing a coconut with the fire flower. Egg bomb, an egg bomb made by Zesty, throw it to attack an enemy, made by mixing a mystic egg with the fire flower. Zest dynamite, blasting powder made by Zesty, toss it to attack all foes, made by mixing an egg bomb with a coconut bomb. And finally, the mistake, Zesty's failed attempt, replenishes 1 FP and 1 HP, made by mixing incompatible ingredients. So you can see here, there really aren't a lot of food. There really aren't any food items here that restore a large amount of HP. And just HP. You have food items that restore a large amount of FP, but that's it. But, you know, you could use this recipe list to strategize your fights in any way you can imagine. Also, if you go on Mario Wiki, there are a number of other recipes that aren't listed here. Like say that you cook a mushroom with a point swap. You can get a honey syrup out of that, as well as vice versa. There are a couple of weird things like that you can do here, and more than one combination can get you these recipes too. Like, you don't specifically need a golden leaf with a whack-a-bump, especially considering there are only so many of those you can get in the game. So I'm also in front of the Trouble Center here. The last thing that I want to show off for this part, or this section of the video, I actually completed all the troubles in this file. See? So, if you complete all the troubles, talk to this guy. We haven't had any troubles come in lately. Maybe you've solved all the world's troubles already. I suppose that's good, but it's terrible for business. Only thinking about yourself, huh? Well, I guess that's just the way these crooks operate, huh? Okay, now that I'm back from that, the last thing that I want to show off in this video is this Grifty guy that's up here. So we need to use the Yoshi Kid to actually reach him, if I can actually get on him, that is. Alright, there we go. That locked house there is part of a trouble. It's the first one that you can do. I still need him. Okay. So we need a couple of coins in order to hear Grifty's tale. I have plenty, but I'm going to need a lot of coins for the Super Luigi books. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Good day to you, sir. Is there a tale you want to hear? Here's the tales I can tell you now. All 5 coins each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. The Fearsome Demon. For a mere 5 coins, I can share with you the tale of the Fearsome Demon. Tell me the tale. Ages ago, a city flourished here in peace and splendor, but it was destroyed in a single day by a demon from the dark beyond. Historians claim a great calamity befell the city, but nay, 'twas a demon. The city sank below ground, and 1/4 of the old city became the demon's den. This demon put fear into the hearts of all men and sent out minions to take the land. At its den, its palace grew rich with the treasure stolen from all over the world. The Crystal Stars. In order to increase its already formidable power, the demon created crystal stars to hold the essence of the heavens. One of these stars was placed in each country to exert the demon's influence. One of the castles built to contain these stars still stands near Petal Meadows. Dragons and Dungeons. Because Dungeons & Dragons is copyrighted. The demon built a dungeon near his palace and filled it with terrifying monsters. All those who fell into disfavor were thrown into this dungeon to rot. Yea, and the demon also had 3 dragon pets, Hooktail, Gloomtail, and Bonetail. These dragons flew across the land, spreading fear and sorrow over all. Even now, the mere mention of a dragon is enough to give some the terrors. The Hero Who Arose. One day, there came a hero who could vanquish the fell demon. The young toad from Petal Meadows was strong of arm, but shy of voice. All those around the boy teased him endlessly about the way he spoke. But when the demon cast his fearful gaze across the lands and reached out, the young toad used his strength and honor to defend his people. And he became a hero to all, despite his odd voice. The Wise Goomba. For a mere 5 coins. Okay. There was a wise Goomba from Boggle Woods gifted in knowledge of the world. When beasts rose to take the woods, this knowledge helped the people fight them. And this Goomba, who knew the way that every monster would attack, she began to think of a way to banish all monsters from the land. The stalwart Koopa. A Koopa who traveled the world alone learned of the darkness covering the land. He went alone wherever evil dwelt and banished it with shell and sheer bravado. The monsters grew to fear this scar-riddled Koopa who thwarted them at every turn. But the brave Koopa was finally taken in a trap set for him by the monsters. But then, a Boo fought with the monsters came and used her magic to free him. The brave Koopa's spirit had melted the heart of the cold Boo lass. The Four Heroes. The Boo used her powerful magic to learn more about the evil they faced. We cannot destroy this darkness alone, she decided, her face a grim mask. We need the Toad Hero of Petal Meadows and the Wise Goomba of Boggly Woods. The Boo's magic drew the four heroes together to send the demon from the world. And so, the four heroes finally set up for the Palace of Shadow. The Duel with the Demon. The power of the world-devouring demon was greater than any could imagine. But the wise Goomba soon realized that this was the power of the crystal stars. She thought of a way to take the stars and use them against the demon. She told the other heroes her plan set in motion, banishing their fears. The Boo's magic and the Toad's strength created a gap in the demon's defenses. At that moment, the brave Koopa seized the stars, and succeeded in badly damaging the demon. The demon sealed within. But even the brave Koopa's stroke was not enough to end the demon's reign. The wise Goomba thought of another use for the crystal stars at that dire hour. She suggested sealing the demon forever with the crystal stars. All agreed. The heroes matched their strengths with the power of the crystal stars, and they successfully sealed the demon's soul within the deepest part of the palace. Together, they made it so that only all 7 stars could break the seal. The Demon's Curse. The 4 heroes thought they had sealed away the demon and all of its powers, but the demon used a tiny opening before the seal was complete to curse them all. While holding the crystal stars, they'd feel nothing, but when they let them go, a black box would appear to seal their souls within. The 4 heroes traveled the world, scattering the stars so the seal would remain. But the last 4 stars each carried the curse, which claimed each hero. The Great Tree and Punies. The hiding places in many of the crystal stars have now faded into legend, but some say that the wise Goomba hid one in the Great Tree. At that time, many monsters wandered in the nearby Boggly Woods. The tiny Punies were always tormented by their fierce appetites, it was said. Pitying them, the Goomba hollowed out the Great Tree for the Punies to live in. The Punies were so grateful that they swore to protect the crystal star there. The Boo Heroine's Last Days. Once the Boo Heroine hid her star in a steeple, she was trapped in the nearby town. Some say the crystal star lies in that steeple still. The Pirate King Cortez. The Koopa hero went to a southern isle to hide his star where none would find it. But the Koopa was so tired from his journey that the pirate Cortez stole it easily. In that very instant, the brave Koopa was trapped in an inescapable chest. But Cortez did not realize the power of the star and lost it among his treasures. The Toad Hero's Final Days. The strong Toad held his star and continued his arduous journey, but eventually the miles took their toll upon him and he collapsed. A traveling healer happened by and saved his life, but the Toad knew his fate was to be trapped in the box and the star was gone. So he asked this healer to hide the star in a secret place known to no one. All becomes legend. After the demon was sealed within the Palace of Shadow, many refused to come near that place of terror. But as the years passed, the entire generations forgot, and the penniless and the immoral began to congregate in this once barren place. This place soon became a populous harbor, the town of Rogueport, and some even began to say that the underground city held a legendary treasure. But they were unaware that the demon slept beneath them still. The Magical Map. The heroes knew that the seal might not last forever, and they sought to make the crystal stars available to one who might need them. So, before going to their individual dooms, they made a map to all the stars. And to prevent an evil force from misusing this map, they placed it in a box that can only be opened by the pure of heart. Pretty deep stuff, right? So there were 4 heroes who actually sealed the demon. They were the ones who gave the curses to Mario. The heroes couldn't actually quite finish off the Shadow Queen themselves. So Peach got a hold of the magical map, sent it to Mario, he gathered all the crystal stars, and he finished the job with the 4 heroes. So I made a mistake. There are a couple more things that I want to show off first. Well, I'm going to go ahead and purchase these Super Luigi books. They are available they're available for multiple 64 coins. So I'm probably going to purchase those off camera, the remaining Super Luigi books. But I just wanted to show that all 5 volumes will be available here. So the last thing I want to show is Impossible Heights. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Alright, I believe it is actually on this screen. Or maybe it's... Yes! Look who it is! It's Lady Bo! So, she actually makes a cameo appearance in this game along with Parakarry. It was actually planned for all of Mario's partners to appear, but they all went unused. All of their sprites except Sushi are still found in the game data, though. That's Bo. Wait a second! Mario! Exactly what is your relationship with her? Tell me now! Just kidding. I always wanted to say that. But you did go on an adventure with her, right? Tell me sometime, okay? It's Bootler. That's Bootler. He's Bo's butler, but what does a butler do exactly? It looks like he only listens to Bo, so he still wouldn't answer me if I asked. Lady Bo, your beauty is like the song of a nightingale in the evening. Indeed, I feel you've grown to a fine young girl who'd make your ancestors proud. Huh. Let's talk to Bo herself. It is you, isn't it, Mario? Well, it's been quite a while, hasn't it? I've come here with Bootler, yes, a little vacation to Partially Sanctum. I hadn't left the mansion in ages. I figured it was time to turn some heads to the road. Why-ha! Well, what a nice surprise to see you. Feel free to be overwhelmed by my beauty. What a nice cameo. Wow. Oh boy. Next time on Paper Mario the Thousand-Year Door, let's give the Pitiful 100 Trials an honest try. See you then.